Alright guys, we've got some massive Forsaken news to cover today. From brand new gameplay teasers, a spooky Halloween event trailer, the return of some long lost skins, and even more surprises. There's a lot to unpack here. You definitely don't want to miss this one, so let's get right into it. Firstly, we've got a brand new gameplay teaser featuring both Veronica and Guest 666, and this one gives us a really good look at how far both of them have come in development. The teaser was posted by Toko inside the official Forsaken Discord, and honestly, it's one of the most polished clips we've seen in a while. So, starting with Veronica, we can see her in action once again using her skateboard bounce ability, which now looks a lot more complete compared to the last time we saw it. The entire ability now has new visual effects and even sound cues. Every time she bounces, you can hear a beeping sound along with a flashing highlight, which could either help players time their bounces correctly or maybe even make it easier for the killer to track her movements. It's not confirmed yet, but both make a lot of sense. Another thing we can see is that when Veronica mistimes her bounce, a red highlight flashes on her model, likely indicating that she failed to chain the bounce properly. It's a small detail, but it adds a lot to readability. Now both Veronica players and killers will clearly know when a bounce didn't go as planned. Also, we can see that the spray paint requirement for using bounce was turned off in the clip, so that explains why she can bounce freely here. Overall, the ability looks way more balanced now. Instead of being a free speed boost like how it looked before, it actually looks like it will require skill and strategy to master, especially since timing and chaining appear to be super important. Now, near the end of the clip, we finally get to see Guest 666 in action too. He uses his leap ability, landing straight onto Veronica and triggering a full slashing animation. And what's interesting is that this animation is actually different from the one we saw last time. This version includes brand new slashing visual effects that look amazing and make the impact feel way more dramatic. And for those who noticed the music in the background, yes, that's Guest 666's chase theme, but here's the twist. It's actually just a placeholder. It was confirmed that this track was originally Jeff the Killer's chase theme, but the official Forsaken account said that Guest 666 will be getting an entirely new custom chase theme later on, which they aren't ready to showcase just yet. Overall, this teaser shows some serious polish. Both Veronica and Guest 666 are shaping up to look incredible, and it's safe to say this upcoming update is going to be massive. Nextly, we've got a pretty big teaser image that was posted inside of the Forsaken Discord, and this one's honestly got the community buzzing. The image was shared by Toko, and at first glance, it might not seem like much, but there's actually a ton to unpack here. So, starting off, the most noticeable part of the teaser is Guest 666. It looks like he's wearing one of his skins, possibly a samurai-inspired skin, given the hat shape and the way it flares outward. His usual dark red colors have been swapped out for a more pink or purple tone, though this might just be due to the lighting or the glass reflection from the truck he's inside of. Either way, it looks awesome. Now, looking at the background, this is where things get really interesting. We can see that the area behind the truck looks almost factory-like, with multiple crates and an environment that feels industrial. Because of that, a lot of people, including myself, believe that this could be the long-awaited Make a Cake map that was teased a while back. If you remember, the original Make a Cake teaser looked like it took place in a cave, but it also had some machinery in the background. So it's very possible that this new map will actually have multiple zones. One that's more like a factory or processing area, and another that transitions into a cave-like section, tying both environments together. But that's not all. If you look closely at the bottom left corner of the teaser, you can spot another character. You can just make out a set of blue horns, and from what we can tell, this might actually be the Little Deathbringer skin from the Brick Battles collab. Some people initially thought it might be Nevermore Taff, but I don't think that's the case. Toko actually mentioned that this teaser contained a skin they weren't ready to show off yet, so it makes sense that they might have cut part of it out or cropped it slightly to avoid a full reveal. Either way, this teaser is packed with details and likely ties directly into Forsaken's upcoming content drop. Between Guest 666, the possible new map, and hidden collab skins, this is easily one of the most exciting teasers we've seen in a while. Nextly, we've got a brand new Halloween event teaser, and this one looks like it's going to be huge. So on the official Forsaken YouTube account, which was actually created pretty recently, we just got a full teaser trailer called Masquerade, and there's a lot to unpack here. The trailer opens with Chance walking through what looks to be the Yorick's resting place mansion, but right away, you can tell something's different. The entire layout of the mansion has been noticeably changed. Before, Yorik's mansion had a long wall you could easily loop around, which made it a really strong spot for survivors. But in this version, the wall now has a large hole broken through it, which instantly makes it harder to loop and gives the killer a lot more options. I think this is Forsaken's way of balancing some of the older maps, kind of like how they reworked the Glass Houses map a while back. It's possible this is a completely new version of Yorik's mansion that could actually be a variant for the map similar to Cool Carnival and Blue World, which I believe is also just as likely if not more. Next, we can see Chance picking up a Halloween basket filled with candy, which is most likely the limited time event currency. This confirms that the Halloween event will have its own collectible currency that you can pick up mid-match. I'm guessing you'll be able to use this currency to purchase exclusive Halloween skins, items, or cosmetics, similar to how other events have worked before. Now, if you remember the cellar door teaser from earlier, it makes perfect sense that this is where the Halloween shop or event hub will be located. The candy you collect in matches will probably be used there to buy rewards, which fits perfectly with the event theme. At the end of the trailer, we see a lineup of Deucer cars standing side by side, and some of them definitely look new. One that really stands out is the sinister pumpkin Deucer car in the center. That one seems like an obvious Halloween exclusive skin that will likely be available for a limited time. And if you look closely at the background, you can even spot Guest 666 twitching slightly, which immediately got the community speculating. Some people think this might mean Guest 666 will drop alongside the event, but honestly, I think it's just a small teaser to build hype. Either way, it's clear that Forsaken's Halloween event is shaping up to be one of their biggest yet, and I'm honestly really excited to see how they pull it off. Now lastly, we got to see some brand new skins teased straight from the Forsaken Discord, and these are ones that a lot of people have been asking to return for quite some time now. It looks like the developers might finally be listening, and there's a lot to go over here. So first up, we got a teaser from CEO of Isaac, showing off what seems to be the long-lost Jock 2 time skin. For those who don't remember, this skin was removed quite a while ago, and ever since then, players have been hoping for its return. In the new teaser though, we can see that the skin is in a pretty rough, unfinished state. The character model looks broken, with random parts of the body floating in mid-air, and some sections just completely bugging out. Despite the roughness, there are still a lot of exciting details here. The most noticeable change is the redesign of his jacket. Previously, it was a plain black varsity style jacket, but now it's bright red and features much more detail, including some new patterns and textures that make it pop. This could mean one of two things. Either it's been visually reworked entirely, or even more interestingly, there could be randomized jacket colors each round or variant styles to collect. Either way, it's awesome to see one of Forsaken's most popular older skins making a comeback. But that's not all. Genesis Noob was also teased by Alyssa. Now, this one has a bit of a chaotic history. Genesis Noob was infamous for literally breaking Forsaken multiple times. Back when it was first released, equipping it would sometimes prevent players from joining matches at all, and when it was reintroduced during the 2-time update, it somehow caused entire maps to glitch out and break, forcing the devs to remove it again almost immediately. Now, it seems like the dev team is giving Genesis Noob another chance. Alyssa's teaser confirms that they're working on bringing him back for what would be his third re-release. Hopefully, this time he's properly debugged and optimized so we can finally play with him without worrying about the entire server collapsing. It's a risky move, but one that's definitely got the community excited. And that's all the Forsaken news for today. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.